Hey everybody, welcome to the Meeplesource Resource and Character Upgrade Kit Kickstarter preview video. I can see I've got a couple of games over here. I've already gotten some of their pieces in the past from previous Kickstarters and whatnot and upgraded some of my components. I'll show you those. And they've also sent me some samples here recently for some different other games. So let's go ahead and jump into some of the different pieces and then you can kind of see what's available. The first game I want to look at here is Forbidden Desert, and they've gone ahead and replaced these little pawns, these basic pawns, with the different Meeple characters, nicely painted for each of the different, roles, Explorer and so on. So these are very much nicer than the original, of course, and these look great, I think. So I just wanted to show you this. I've already got this upgraded. And of course, they also have characters there for Forbidden Island, and you can see these are the similar characters here. But they have matching characters for each of the different roles also in Forbidden Island, as well as another Matt Leacock game. And if you take a look here, you can see the different germ, we'll call them germ meeples, for Pandemic. So you've got the red germ here, these cool, cute little eyeballs, and then the yellow and the blue here, these different shapes. These look like little cells or amoeba or something. And they've also got some for the expansions here. I do not remember what these are called, but I know these are for the Pandemic expansion. And of course, they also have the meeples here, so you can upgrade the pawns in Pandemic as well with these different meeples. And the nice thing about these meeples, I should say, is they do have character that you can tell the difference. There's a good distinction between the meeples. They're not just generic. You've got a white guy here and a black gal here. Definitely different facial expressions, the uniforms. It's really amazing what they can do, in my opinion, with these different meeples. And so the characters definitely take on a life of their own, and they're very individual, which is very cool. So this is the Pandemic set. I know this is available on the current Kickstarter that you can take a look at. And they've even got small little things like these are the hearts for love letters. So instead of the red cubes, you can actually have some red love letter hearts, and this is much more thematic, of course. Now here you can see some of the upgraded components for Lords of Waterdeep, and I've already got some of these skulls. I really like these. They're a little bit easier to pick up actually than the basic ones, and I like the little skull drawing on them themselves. These are pretty cool. I just took out a few of them here from the box. And then of course they have the adventurers that you're going to be hiring in the game. So instead of cubes, you can get rogues and warriors and wizards and clerics and so on. And these are the larger versions of what they have. And you can actually see these have, you can tell if they're male in this case on the left or female on the right. They also have smaller ones, and then we'll just take a look at these others here. We've got male and female warriors as well in the orange there, and you can see it's very distinctive. And the male and female wizards as well. Let's take a look at these. Oop, there we go. And also the clerics. So we can take a look at there. So very nice. Definitely, again, gives you some character, a little bit of bling and individuality to everything that's going to be happening in the game of Lords of Waterdeep. And then next here for Caverna, or really just about any kind of game, we've got some food here, and this will replace those cardboard food tokens. And these are little pieces of meat. And you've also got corn in this case, and you could use it to replace the vegetable crops, or you could use this, of course, in Zulkan, where there's corn all over the place, or really any game with food. So Stone Age, you could replace the food with any of these, and just, it's food is food, right? So these pieces are pretty versatile. And then, of course, you have these spotted cows, which you could use to replace the cows in Caverna or Agricola or anything really that has cows in it. So the last game I want to show you pieces for is Tiny Epic Kingdoms. Now the game comes, of course, with these different races, a ton of different races that the players can choose and play. So here you've got dwarves, also we've got centaurs here, and so on. And the base game just comes with these little packages of small meeples in the player color. But the cool thing about this is you can take here and get a set of different meeples for the different races. So I think this is the Valkyrie here, and we've got an undead meeple here. I mean, that's just amazing. Look at that little guy. And let's see, we've got like an orc or a goblin type of character there. Here's the Gamelin character. This is an expansion character, I think, but this is the company's name, Gamelin Games. And let's see what else we got here. We've got a dwarf here, sort of a dwarf Viking. Oop, let's get a focus. Yep, so you can see again the individuality. You got the horns here on the helmet, a little bit of a nice caricature on the painting and so on. Let's see, we've got a sort of a little demon style character here playing his little lute. And what's this one here? This is a sort of a red devil looking guy there. All kinds of stuff. So you can get these and then it really trick out this game, and it works. I think cool with this game is a good idea because, again, you know, each of the players has a very individualized, you know, character and abilities and things like that. So here we've got a halfling there, and then let's see the dark elf here, right? So there's a little dark elf character, and again, here's the dark elf as well. So lots of different cool stuff there. And you can also see if we scroll through here where you can get a wooden train set for Ticket to Ride, get all kinds of different trains and all the different colors. They're even creating characters for the Imperial Settlers, which will be nice, so you can have individualized characters for each of the different factions, raise tokens, defense tokens, all made out of wood. And then we kind of start talking a little bit of my language here. We got resource upgrades for power grid. This is very cool. So coal and oil barrels, trash cans, uranium, and you can even upgrade the different player colors and the different houses that they're going to be putting on the board. And then something very interesting is actually an upgrade kit for dominant species. So this is pretty cool. You know, you've got the different animals and things that you're going to be and evolving in the game, and so this is going to be very personalized and not just, you know, abstract cones and colors and things. And finally, again, you can use the trains not only in Ticket to Ride but also trains and, you know, Trains the Rising Sun. So that's pretty cool. It's a game I quite enjoy and would be nice to upgrade from cubes to actual trains. So go ahead and take a look at their Kickstarter site. There'll be a link in the video and the description, and go ahead and check them out. Thanks.